Radnet, a stronger and more connected community. It's a vision for a better future.
Whoa, welcome back. This was my fault on this one. Goodness, I cannot find my headphones for the life of me. Where they are, I have no idea. I had them on Sunday because I was editing a video when I went to a gathering, and I don't know where the heck I put them. So I'm running on these old schools right now.
Oh, me too.
Look at that. So I guess that works because we can kind of match it up a little bit. But welcome to the show. Mel, it's been a while since you've been on this channel. How are you doing, kid?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, no, of course. We're going to talk a little bit about Fear Street. Not only is there a new movie out there on Netflix right now, but there was another 3. This is technically like the 4th movie in this Fear Street saga, I guess. But we grew up with these books, or at least I did. I know you were a big Goosebumps fan, but we can get into all that. We got a couple books here. We're going to showcase some of our favorites when it comes to the cover art, because when it comes to like Goosebumps and any R.L. Stine books, especially like even like Christopher Pike and stuff, like the cover art is fucking insane, dude, right?
Yes, it's like my favorite.
Now, did you I know you collect these and read these now. Were these things that you read as a kid or as well, or no?
I did have a really small collection of Fear Street when I was a kid, and I read a few of them when I was a kid, but I'm heavily collecting them now.
Now does the show or anything like that like make you more intrigued to collect them, or is it just you've done with Goosebumps, so you're just moving on kind of?
Yeah, I wanted to finish my Goosebumps collection. So I had a good chunk of them when I was younger, and I wanted to finish my collection. So once I did that, then I knew I wanted to move on to Fear Street and Christopher Pike.
Very, very cool. But we got people in here. So guys, thank you for hanging with us. We were a little bit, like I said, tardy, and that was my fault. The headphone situation. But thanks for being here. We'll see who's in the chat before we kind of get into our discussions on the new movie itself. And then we can even maybe do like a small ranking a piece on the 4 movies. But yeah, let's see who's in the house. Pluto Gash is in here. What's going on? Woo woo to you. Vanderhoff's in the house. He said, "What's up? I like the new Fear Street movie, Prom Queen, a lot. We'll definitely talk about that one." Sydney's in the house, just supporting. Didn't see the movies or read the books, but here to support the stream. Thank you so much, guys. Speaking of that, hit that like button if you're hanging around here. Movie fan in the house. What's up? Just picked up The Burning and Madman first time watch. Oh, well, with that being said,
that's crazy.
Watch those movies, right? Watch those 2 movies. Then you can go head over to the Radpack podcast channel over on YouTube, and you can watch our versus battle between Madman and The Burning. Kind of see if you agree with what we have to say over there. Vanderhoff says he was too old for the books, but he has so far has enjoyed the movies.
Nice.
JG Michael, will there be spoilers? Kind of. I mean, we won't spoil like it totally, but I think we'll just kind of talk about the movie as a whole. So I mean, there might be little tidbits of spoils, but nothing heavy. I won't get into anything heavy. Host, what's up, man? Oh, it is Tuesday, isn't it? Doesn't feel like Tuesday. To me, it feels like Monday. How about you?
Oh, because of the holiday?
Yeah, it throws me off. Tape Rot's in the house. What's up? Says nerdy kid in middle school always had their nose in Fear Street book. I can kind of agree with you on that for sure. Now Tribe says, "What's up, dude? Fear Street Prom Queen was wiggity wiggity whack." So we got a couple people on the side of the fence here. Gus is in the house. What's up? Oh, off to bed you go, man. You've been getting in bed early. Oh, because Gus is hitting the gym now in the mornings. That's why he hasn't been around. He's been going to bed early, hitting the gym ski. I love it.
For you.
I love that. Prince, Melly Do. What's the movie you paired with Terminal Velocity?
Yeah.
what movie? He said you paired a movie with it. Which one?
The Chase.
Oh, that's right. That's your jam. I'm going to show you the DVD really quick.
I got the VHS right there.
Look at that.
Give me that. You don't even like it. Give it to me.
I've never watched it.
See? It's wasting away over there. Send it to me.
I only bought it because you told me it was good, and I found it like at the thrift store or something, dirt cheap. So I grabbed it because I'm like, you keep
And then
bragging
you never
about
watched
this.
it?
I know I'm going to eventually.
When? It's
I don't know.
wasting away over there. Just put that little thing in a box and send it right over here.
Let me see. Speaking of that, Mel's in the house. So if you want to go follow Mel, she's over at My Killer Podcast. You can see her in the chat there. Blu-ray Addict in the house. William Reviews. What's going on?
Thank you, Sydney. I agree. That's
What?
why I told him to watch it.
I'm not that far down. Katrina, what's going on? Adrian James in the house. Planetoids in the house. What's going on? What up, kid? What up?
What's up?
Thanks for being
Caprice?
here. All right. I'll scroll all the way down. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Start speaking again and we'll get to you. But Fear Street. Now, a couple years ago, they released the first three. It was 1996, right? Then it went to 1976. Then it went all the way down to what was the last one?
It was like 1978 or something. I thought it was 1999. Was it not?
It could have been. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
I remember it was 90s, 70s, and then it was even earlier than that.
I thought it was the 70s. Let me look this
Well,
up.
it was, but there's a third one that was like way back. Yeah, we played a little tennis
It was
earlier.
94, 78, and 66.
66.
1666.
Okay. 16. I knew it was way
Is
back.
that really what it was?
Yeah, because remember they were trying to like uncover like the origin story behind the witch and all this other swill.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
So this I was like, I hope you know what we're talking about here because I haven't seen these movies in a while.
I haven't seen them in a while either. I probably should have
Oh
rewatched them.
goodness. No, I actually did rewatch the first two. I didn't watch that one though. But yeah, the new one, Prom Queen, just came out. And again, I've been an R.L. Stine fan pretty much my whole life. Look at that. Look at that cover art though. How sick.
Isn't that great?
That's awesome. That's like VHS quality cover art from back in the day. If you saw that on a VHS shelf, tell me you wouldn't want to rent that.
Dude, right? Look at that face.
I love that.
It has nothing to do with the book or the movie.
Well, that's what we're gonna get into. But I was too old for Goosebumps. Like I didn't read any of those. My brother had some, but I was reading R.L. Stine books, Fear Street, and like his regular like young adult novels that didn't really have any kind of title. They were just one-off books. That's what I was reading. So I never really got into the Goosebump game until like a couple months ago, basically, because I just happened to find tons of them or whatever at the store. But yeah, I know you were heavily more into Goosebumps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Fear Street kind of came later for you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so again, huge fan of R.L. Stine ever since I was a kid. Always loved the Fear Street stuff. Now, I don't remember a lot of them as far as what happened in the books. I do have a ton here that we can showcase later, but I was excited for Prom Queen because I do remember that book cover. And, you know, that wasn't the artwork that we got. We got a pretty cool looking artwork, I feel like, with the girl looking in the mirror. I think that really kind of felt very R.L. Stine, very Fear Street, the way it looked.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
Mm-hmm. Now, I ended up checking it out. And again, I don't remember anything about the book at all. So going into this, I was kind of blind to like what it was really about. It takes place in the 80s. There was a lot of it I liked. There was some that I kind of was like, not that I didn't like, but I feel like a lot of it's kind of like the same old. Like I feel like it's, I don't know. I feel like it's just stuff we've seen before. And especially with things like Stranger Things and stuff like in the 80s and whatnot, it just felt like a spin-off kind of like one of those kind of shows to me. But I thought it was pretty good. What did you think of Prom Queen?
I agree with you to a certain extent. It was pretty predictable, but if you think about the time that these books were written in, back then, this was probably, you know, like cutting edge stuff but now it's been done to death, so it does seem pretty predictable to us now. So they kind of didn't have much to really work with. But as far as it just being like an entertaining popcorn slasher, it was pretty fun. It was pretty cheesy. Like maybe a little cheesier than I would have liked, but the gore was there. They had some good kills in it. There was some good practical effects. And yeah, I was entertained by it. I didn't totally hate it. I didn't love it, but
yeah, I didn't totally hate it. I didn't love it either. I think I was kind of mid on it. But again, I can appreciate the 80s aesthetic, of course. What I liked about it though is that some of the references that they brought up, like of course, you know, the Lost Boys right off the bat, I caught that really quick. I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're talking about the Lost Boys. And what I really liked about it is that they were referencing Phantasm 2 based on when this was made, right?
Really like that, yeah.
Oh yeah, but it was cool because again, it was like it's such a random movie to choose. It's not Phantasm, right? Because this takes place in the 80s, so Phantasm would have came years and years before. But they utilized a movie like that where they could have easily utilized any more popular horror movie around that time to kind of talk about in this. But it was kind of almost kind of obscure to be talking about Phantasm 2.
Is he frozen or am I frozen?
You were just frozen for me, but I obviously was frozen for you. So,
don't make me take over the stream.
But yeah, like I appreciated that. They watched Phantasm the movie at the theater. She had a Phantasm 2 Fangoria. Like I like that. She had the zombie poster on the wall. I mean, they talked about Lost Boys, so I could appreciate all those little nods that we got when it came to horror. I really like that. But yeah, like you said, the gore was there. I think it's fine. Like I like the idea of them going back and taking some of these books and creating like these stories with them. I like it. It reminds me of things like Are You Afraid of the Dark, which I was obsessed with growing up. I still think some of those Are You Afraid of the Dark stories are still super effective now. Like if they would have been redone into more of like a full length movie, I think they'd be killer. But you did go back and read the book, right?
I Cliff Notes.
Okay,
I did not have time to go back and read the book in its entirety. And I tried to like download the Audible, but you can't get this book on Audible either, which is unfortunate. These books.
Now, can you get his books on Audible?
I just looked for this one, and you can't get this one on Audible, which sucked because I probably could have got through the whole thing today if I could have gotten it that way, but I couldn't. So I Cliff Noted it as much as I could, and I do remember as I was like reading through it, I started to like kind of remember it a little bit from back in the day, but this it kind of like shocked me a little bit at the fact that they called this movie The Prom Queen, because it really, other than the fact that there's a slasher going around killing prom queens, this movie is entirely different from the book. Like pretty much everything is different.
Really?
Like the names of the characters are different. The storylines of the characters are different. The physical features of the characters are different. The murderers are different.
Like, is the story the same?
Timeline is different.
Okay.
Literally everything is different.
Now, when did that take place? In the 90s or no?
But...
Was that a 90s? Did that take place in the 90s?
Well, this whole story takes place in the 80s, but so basically the storyline in the book takes place several weeks before prom. Most of the people die before prom. The book takes place mostly around a play that happens. The mom and dad are not even a part of the storyline on either side. The friend group is kind of like they have their cliquey ways. Like there is kind of like a more popular girl, there's kind of a more shy girl, but they kind of seem more of like a friend group. Like in the movie, they like hate each other, you know. There isn't like a singular dude that they're like kind of fighting over. Like, I don't know. The story's like completely completely different. When it comes down to like one of the singular
similarities?
Well, I guess I don't want to say that because I don't want to give away like one of the major spoilers, but there, like when it comes down to the murderer, there is a similarity there. In like the features and things like that. And
but I mean, is it the same context of like the motive and all that stuff? Like, is it similar?
Yeah, the motive is the same. There's a slasher killing prom queens for a similar-ish reason.
Okay, so there's some similarities. It's not like they just made up their own thing. I mean, to an extent they did, but there's still some connection there.
Yeah, there's a connection there, but man, like they went wild with the storyline for sure.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because the other ones now, I don't know if anybody else in the chat knows this, but you know, the 90s one, like they weren't taking from any particular book, right? Were they kind of
I don't think so. They were kind of
doing
meshing
their own thing.
Yeah, they were meshing several books together, I think is what they were doing with the first 3.
And now it seems like they're going to start doing more straight from book to screen. That's kind of what I think they're going to start doing.
Yeah.
Now, I know a couple of these R.L. Stine books and Fear Street books got sequels. Was there a Prom Queen 2? Do you know? Like a book? Did that exist?
I don't know.
Because I have a couple books, like The Babysitter had sequels and stuff like that. So I don't know if this one did as well, or if this was just kind of a one-off.
I'm not sure, actually.
But, I mean, again, I think it was a little above average for me. I just feel like I've seen a lot of this before. Like, the gore was cool at some scenes. I like the horror elements in it when it comes to like the fan service. With things like Stranger Things, it felt very similar. Not even just that, but even a lot of these movies that come out now, like what's the other one that came out where the girl goes back in time? It actually was pretty good. Everybody told me I looked like the killer.
Yeah, that one was really good. The one that had the mask that looked like you.
Yeah, everybody kept sending me pictures saying it looked like me. Yeah, what was that called?
I think I was one of those people too. I was like, why does this mask look like you?
What was that called?
I don't remember now.
Oh, Totally Killer.
Totally
So I mean,
Killer,
like it kind of like, Totally Killer I felt like was a little bit original, but I feel like it all falls in the same world. Like
that totally could have been an R.L. Stine book, I feel like.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. And I think that's why I feel like, I don't know if it's the 80s aesthetic to it or it's just the kids. I don't know what it is. I just feel like a lot of these kind of feel very similar. Like even the other one there, that was like the Christmas one, Wonderful Knife. Like that kind of feels all very similar to me, in the same vein. So I just feel like we're getting a lot of the same cookie cutter type horror stuff for Netflix, which again, I'm glad we're getting it, but I don't think I'm seeing anything, mind blowing here. But again, it is what it is. It was fine. I do hope that they make more. But when it comes to all the movies, I would say if I had to rank these, I would probably say this would be my third favorite of the 4. I would say my favorite, I would probably say would be the 90s one. Then probably the 70s, this one, and then the 1666 one would be last.
Yeah, that would actually be my exact ranking as well.
Okay, so that made life easy, didn't it? We don't have to fight about anything.
Well, I was thinking that before the stream. I was like, how would I rank these? And I remember the 66 one. I just didn't even like that one. I just couldn't with it. I didn't even get it.
Well, because they started bringing like a witch into it. Remember?
Yeah.
Well,
and then like they did something weird too with it where it was like I don't even remember. I wish I would have went back and watched it, but they used like a different girl or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. They did something weird with it that I didn't like.
Now, are you, do you like this series so far in the sense where like they keep making more, you're interested, or you're just like, I don't care about this stuff?
I think if they keep making more of them and they keep making them the way that they're making them, I'll keep watching them and, I'll keep liking them probably the same. But if they keep, diminishing in quality,
But you know what? Even the gore effects though were pretty well done, I thought. you know, as
Yeah,
far as the quality, you know, I feel like it was really, it seemed pretty practical.
yeah, like I said, as long as they keep doing them like this, then I'll keep watching them.
And I think it's easy accessible to, you know, horror fans and even people that could be considered gateways, even though I do feel like this one did have some pretty gnarly kills in it,
Yeah.
you know, so it's hard to kind of say this is a good gateway horror movie because, you know, I'm thinking about Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps and stuff like that for me, and you know, there was no gore and shit like that to this extent. So
Yeah. Well, this is young adult too, so it's probably not quite gateway. It's like this is what you watch after gateway.
Yeah, people throwing their rankings up right now. I see Blu-ray Addict. He said it's pretty similar. He threw 78, 94. And to be honest, I could have easily switched them too. I really do like the camp aesthetic. And the soundtrack was good, of course. You had all those cool joints in there from the 80s. But yeah, like if you guys haven't checked this out, I recommend it for sure. It's getting, you know, I think I haven't really seen a lot of reviews. You know, people sometimes will just post their opinions on Instagram or something like that. And I've kind of seen it going both ways on this. Like I've kind of seen a little bit of everything. They hated it. They loved it. They thought it was kind of in the middle. I feel like I was kind of in the middle with this one. You know, I don't like, to me, like thinking back on, I just literally watched it and I don't really remember many characters in it. Like nobody stuck with me.
Yeah.
With this. And I don't know why, but I did watch 78 and 94 as well this weekend. And of course, the chick from Stranger Things stays with me because I know her from that show, Max or whatever. So, you know, same deal. But I mean, I love the aesthetic of 94 and the 76 one a lot.
Yeah. Well, they
With the
didn't spend a
camp and
lot
the
of
mall.
time character building in this one either. They kind of just threw all these characters into these cookie cutter facades that they were in high school, you know, like the cliques. Like here's the mean girl and here's the shy girl and here's the nerdy girl, and then that's just kind of what they were, and they didn't build their characters after that. So nobody was really memorable outside of their little niche.
Yeah, I mean it's I agree with here. Modern slashers always have a reveal at the end. Yeah, I mean I feel like everything kind of just feels Scream like to me now. Like it really, like all this stuff. It all, oh, somebody said that too. It all does. I feel like it's all to me like Scream-esque. And that's why I'm kind of very tired of Scream at this point. Like I just feel like I've seen it so many times. I have like zero interest in Scream at this point. But yeah, I mean, I would say check this out for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it for sure.
Yeah, Vanderhoff said it was hard to learn the characters at first watch. Brian Trash, what is up, man? Now, Mel, I have a bunch of books here, and I know why we talked and like, oh, you know, we could maybe just throw some of our favorite covers out there. It was hard for me to pick 5, so I've got a bunch. What do you got over there?
I know, I got a ton over here.
So maybe we can just kind of showcase them because, again, what I think really works with these books is the artwork. You see this on the shelf, the same as like a VHS tape back in the day, and I was drawn to this. And I also do think R.L. Stine was a big gateway for me to fall in love with the horror genre because I was obsessed with these books. And I think this is maybe, again, I'm not a teenager, I'm not, you know, preteen, but I don't know if there's things out there like this for kids now to kind of read or get themselves interested in this kind of world of like these mysteries or like, you know, the whodunnits or slashers or anything like that.
They're reading Secret Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something like
that.
that.
That's like what I feel like.
Or something, I don't know. I feel like I see that a lot when I go into half price books.
So
when
like
I'm looking for these.
Yeah. And I have a hard time finding these. Like big time.
I seriously, when I go into half price books and I find these, they always have them like hanging from the shelves because they don't ever have a lot of them, so they don't put them on the shelves. So you're gonna make fun of me, and I don't care. But they have them like this. They have them in these bags.
Oh, so you just leave them in the bags,
and
like...
they have them with these things, and they just hang them.
Well, that's what the bags are for, you know, like for sale, you know.
Whatever. And they have them on the walls and they have them hanging. So I'll go and I'll grab them all and I don't even look at them. And I buy them all every time. So I have like duplicates upon duplicates.
Well, you're gonna have to send me some of these duplicates. I
Of
wish I
these.
had some to send you.
Do you have this one? Because I have a duplicate of this one.
I do have that one, but mine might be ripped. I have it over here actually. But let's talk about that one. That's a cool ass cover.
Yeah, this one is one in
but
my pile.
Look at I get the spines ripped.
Oh, what?
Do you got 2 clean spines over there?
Let me see. Do you want to hear something funny? So Chris Klein is in this movie.
What the hell?
And all I could think about was Dinkelman.
Oh, Dinkelman. You know what's even weirder? That you're like digging a hole, laughing hysterically. What's happening down there? What's going on?
I did in my pile.
I just say ha 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 ha, and you. Oh, where you going?
Yeah.
She's digging a hole.
So one of these.
You can have the one in the baggie. I don't want the bag.
I'm gonna send you all the ones in the bag.
Yeah, I like Are You Afraid of the Dark better. Are You Afraid of the Dark is literally my favorite show of all time. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
But yeah, it took me half the movie to figure out that was him because he looks completely different.
I didn't even know it was in it.
Shut up!
I had no idea.
I figured out at the very end, and then I was like, "Oh!"
I had zero idea that was him.
And then I literally was like, "Tinkle."
That's wild. What was his Ostreicher? What was his name? Ostreicher?
No, I don't remember.
American Pie, dude. Don't say you've never seen that.
Yes, I've seen American Pie,
okay.
but I remember him better from Just Friends.
Oh yeah, well, Just Friends is bomb. But yeah, The Secret Bedroom is a cool ass cover with her open the room and there's like a little skeleton hand. Don't open the door.
Well, and it's like glowing.
Yeah, that's sick. It's so cool. This is definitely an iconic cover. I mean, I would rent this movie all day, every day if I saw this thing on the shelf.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's funny. I had that one in my pile as well.
Well, I'm curious as to how many of the same ones we have in our pile now.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to check out. Gold, what's up? He said, what's your favorite episode? His is Ghastly Grinner. Favorite episode, man, is probably Nightly Neighbors is one. I really liked that one. I think the first episode, what's that one where they go see Dr. Vink and he's got the kid's hand? No, the taxi driver took his hand. I like that one. I liked so many of those. I like the Pinball Wizard or whatever it was called there. I like that one a lot in the mall. Do you know any of this stuff, Mel?
No.
You got to get on that Are You Afraid of the Dark one.
I know. I continuously think I need to rewatch that, but
the first couple seasons are amazing. I don't remember a lot of the later seasons, but the first couple, like Super Specs and all that stuff, so good. So good.
Need to figure out how to watch that.
You do. Now, I have a couple Stein books over here that aren't Fear Street, which were kind of my favorites, to be honest with you.
Are they the point? What are they called? Point?
Well, this was one of the first. I'll show you the first two I ever bought that got me introduced to him.
Point horror. Point.
Look at this one. Look at how killer this is.
Oh, I have that one too.
That's sick. This was the first R.L. Stein book. I saw this cover at the store and said, holy shit, I need this thing. I can remember I went to like Walden Books, picked this sucker up. Did you have a Walden Books where you are?
I don't think so.
No. But yeah, this was the one. And then I followed up with this. How cool is that one?
Do I
the
have that
blue
one? I might
Hit
have
and
that
Run.
one.
That's sick.
See, I didn't pull any of those because they weren't Fear Street.
I know, I didn't want to either, but they're just so cool. They've got the embossed, like the horror lettering. Look at that. That was like early Stein right there. And then I think they started to try to chill it out a little bit and not make it look as gruesome. And this literally has a body on the highway with blood sticking out. Oh, and then I ended up getting this one, The Dead Girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Cool, huh? I'll show a couple of these non-Fear Street ones.
See, I would have pulled mine too had I known.
How sick is this though?
Sweet.
Beach house or fair. How about this though?
Oh yeah, that one's cool. I haven't seen that one before.
That one, I remember reading this in like 4th grade or 5th grade, and then it actually had a
Get that
sequel. Check
one.
out this sequel though.
Oh, that's dope.
Sick, huh?
I
These
need
are
to
these
get
are covers
those.
are
I don't
crazy.
have those.
Come on. And then you got the babysitter. I mean, I don't even know if I have them all, but like here's part 2 and 3, and so I like that the ones that had sequels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have any other non-Fear Street ones before we start going with this one. Blind
Oh.
date. All right, I think I just got some fears left over here. All right, what kind of Fear Street stuff do you got over there, Mel? Show some good ones. Let's see if there's any I have.
Well, now I don't know where to start. You showed so many good ones. How about the Halloween party?
Oh, that's sweet. I don't have that one. That's cool.
The floating pumpkin face guy.
I love that thing.
That one was pretty cool. She's in a graveyard.
Anything else?
Oh, you want me to keep going?
Oh yeah. Give you a little turn.
I liked both the Silent Night ones.
Oh,
Little Christmas action going on here.
Do I have those over here? Oh, I got Silent Night 2. I don't have the first one? No.
Dude.
That is sick though. The Santa like that. Woo.
Yeah.
That's money.
This is my all-time favorite one. Me and my girlfriend in school fought over this one. Broken Heart.
That's sweet.
Yeah, this is my all-time favorite one. So
It's really cool. It is very cool looking. When did these come out? Like early 90s or late 80s? Had to been early 90s, I think, right? It came out before these were before Goosebumps, I think.
93.
Okay.
It's like kind of the same time.
Yeah, true.
Honestly.
What it says right here on this one, it says Jingle Bells, Santa Kills. They weren't pulling punches there.
Here's the one that inspired the thumb.
Oh yeah, I have that one too. I like that cover. Where is that thing? New Boy. Sweet. I remember reading this one as a kid. What up, Ela?
Oh, that's funny. He was a hunk of trouble.
You think I just made shit up?
Yeah, I did. That's why I thought it was so funny.
Oh. Do you have this one? Look at this one. Sunburn.
Wait, I do have that one. It's down there in the pile.
Go dig that hole and laugh again. Dude, you get
what, really?
right here is like
no. I will not.
because you got to remove the headphones. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole
Okay,
thing.
it's a whole thing. I get it.
I will not. I got this one. It's very camp.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Camp-esque.
I like that. The Overnight.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember anything about any of these? Because I really don't.
Broken Heart is the one I remember the most about because I read that one like a gazillion times. But no, it's been so long. I'd have to reread them. I liked the ghost ones too. The ones with the ghosts.
Oh yeah, I had that one too, but I think it was torn. Damn it!
Look at how weird this one looks.
Oh, I have that one. I think. Oh, I didn't bring it to the table. The Sleepwalker. Yeah, that is the thing. These are expensive online. That's why like it's nice to try to find them in thrift stores, but they're hard to find.
If you can find them at the thrift, that's the way to go. Because if you try and buy these online, they know what they're worth.
And the thing is too, it's kind of like even VHS or anything else. Like these are the OG artwork. I don't know if they ever redid these again. And do you know if they've redone them and maybe changed the artwork and stuff? You know, they do that with like Stephen King stuff all the time.
Yeah, they redid Goosebumps, but I don't think they've gone back and redid these ones. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, these ones were, it was an interesting time because, like I said, like these were horror movies, like, on paper. Like there was killings in this. They didn't pull any punches on some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And most kids that read this, like I was in elementary school and in middle school when I was reading these. And it was like the first young adult books I would read. And I used to be into like Ronald Dahl and all those things, and like Indian in the Cupboard. Remember those books?
Yeah.
I used to be into those. And then it kind of like I graduated into like the horror stuff. I was heavily into this. My father was into Stephen King, so then I was kind of thought I was cool, like using these as like my gateway to Stephen King books.
My mom was into Stephen King too.
Oh, sure, that is funny. He was. I can remember him walking around the house. Like I still have his Stephen King books. They were like the paperback ones. They are so beat to shit. I'm thinking, like, what the hell is he doing with these things, dude? Like, what was he doing?
My mom's were too.
Yeah, like what are they like throwing them around
and stuff?
Yeah, it's like it's just that it's all bent and stuff. Like, what was he doing? Like he didn't like the part. Like, look, can't believe they ran over Gage. Damn it!
Have you ever read Pet Sematary?
Brutal.
It's so brutal. The scene where he goes and digs him up and takes him home is horrifying.
Really?
Yeah, like the part where he puts him in the car and he's like driving home and he can't remember, or he doesn't know if he put him in upside down or right side up. So he doesn't know if he's like bent this way or bent this way. It's like,
I guess you can get into more detail in the book, sure.
It's so disgusting. Because he like puts him in the seat and buckles him in, but he didn't open like the thing to like look to see if he was.
So then when they don't show that movie, you must have been relieved. You were like getting nervous. Like as he's digging up, you're like, oh, here we go. He's gonna bend him and shit. And it doesn't happen. Oh,
but like when you're reading the book, you're like, oh my god.
Oh wow. Knight says that the Audible of Pet Sematary is great. They said it's read by the actor who played Dexter.
Yeah, it's read by Michael C. Hall, and it's actually really amazing. If you have an opportunity to listen to that, he does such a good job. I listen to the Audible as well.
I've got to check that. That's probably the easiest way for me to do it. I mean, that's the problem with nowadays. Like, I mean, Jesus, it's with life, it's like hard enough to try to watch these movies that I'm supposed to be watching, let alone sitting down and opening a book and just cruising through it. Like, I can't even imagine, but Audible will work because I mean, I could listen to that going to work every day and get done a book in probably like a week or something like that, So that would be a good idea for sure. And that's why I'm interested to find out if any of these R.L. Stine books are on Audible. But the Stephen King ones would be great to go back and watch. He also had this infatuation with Tommyknockers, which is funny because like out of all those books, he's like, this is the scariest one. And I'm like, no one ever talks about Tommyknockers.
My mom loved Tommyknockers. Yeah, so did I.
So I have his Tommyknockers book or whatever. And I remember him being like, this is scarier than Pet Sematary. And I was like, what is this movie? What is this book? I watched the movie. I'm like, this was the one that he liked the most.
I loved that movie.
Oh, that is so funny.
That's so funny. Because nobody does talk about the Tommyknockers.
Tommyknockers. Like he was like putting it over so hard.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I think I have that DVD.
Oh yeah, I got it right over there. I gotta get the old Tommy. You want that Tommy 4K?
I want all the Tommies.
Do they have a Tommy VHS? They got to, right?
I probably.
Sick. You got to get that Tommy.
I do got to get that.
Do you have the book?
I got to show you what I got.
What do you get? Do you have the book?
My mom has the book.
Oh, so I got his. I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll do an Instagram post tomorrow, hyping the show, but showcasing Stephen King, even though that's not what we're talking about tonight. But
she won't give me any of her books yet.
Show you how damaged it is. He's getting really. He was spiking that Tommyknockers book all around. A lot of people putting Tommyknockers over here. Wow,
Tommyknockers is great.
Heck, I got to rewatch that movie. I remember watching it, being like, "This was what he was talking about," and like, I think I've only seen it once.
I used to watch it all the time when I was younger. Me and one of my girlfriends, she would come over and we would watch it all the time.
That is funny. That's super cool. Look at this one. Fear Park, The First Scream. This must have been like a little series or something. They're like on a roller coaster or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Now, you know what's cool too is like reading the back of these. Would you open an amusement park on Fear Street? Would you take the risk and go against the ancient curse of the Fear family? Deidre Bradley's father would. He is opening Fear Park in a few days, but he doesn't know someone or something will do anything to stop him. Soon the screams of joy will turn into screams of terror, and Deidre will be caught in a nightmare ride that never ends. Dude, how sick does that sound?
Oh my
I'm
God.
sold already. I'm sold. Sold on this thing.
You want to go?
Yeah, I want to read this right now. I mean, they're so like short, like little things at the back, but they make these sound really cool. Like these
Read
are all
us
to
the
me like
first
these are perfect
chapter.
movies. No, it's gonna take too long.
Everybody get in bed.
As soon as I open the page, the first page, it says, "Dad, stop it." That's what it says. I don't know what this book's about.
Yikes.
Damn.
That's how you know this is not for kids.
No. You got any more hanging around over there, or are they all just scattered on the floor?
I showed all mine, but I can grab some.
Do it, dig.
Look at this saucy little number.
Oh, you get the baggie. Party summer. That's sick.
Ooh, look at this saucy little number.
Those that say, "Ooh, those are getting saucy, huh?" That's this little line I have right. Super chiller. It
Oh,
must be
these are
part of,
super
like, a thing.
chillers. Yeah.
This is the one I have.
Why? See, the super chillers are saucy.
Maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe they were trying to go for like more romantic,
Maybe.
sexual ones.
And violent. Sexual and
Maybe they were trying to take like a R.L. Stein.
Oh,
meets, like,
look, you're in
90210.
luck. Do you have this one? Because
No,
I
but
have-
now I do.
because
Woo!
I have two.
Both in baggies.
Yeah, so you get baggies.
Wow.
Look how good condition these are in, though.
Damn, I should hang those up.
You better not take it out of the baggie.
City says super chiller, aka smut. What are you reading? R.L. Smut over there?
Cars.
How about this
look,
one?
I do
What?
have this one.
Sunburn. Hell yeah, that's a great cover.
Oh, look at this. Whoa, backstabber.
Oh my god, that's a cool looking one too. I love that. Those imagine those would be great posters.
Oh my god, these would be good posters.
It was the wrong number.
I wonder if they
Was this what you and your girlfriend used to do?
What?
Just sit around and prank call people? And then you're like, oh shit, we shouldn't have called that person. They're pissed now.
I don't think I ever did that.
Speaking of Are You Afraid of the Dark, remember the phone police? That was a sick episode. No.
Bad dreams.
You got all the sweet ones.
I got all the saucy ones. Oh, you got all the saucy ones.
Oh wow, you're gonna be sending me all those?
Dude, I told you. I have like one of everything.
Good point. Deer Hunter goes, how did R.L. Stein have the time to write all these books? He had a lot, man. Like we don't even have like a fraction of probably what's out there.
Yeah.
The
Well,
last
where
one
did
I
he come
brought,
up with all these ideas too?
I don't know. He's genius though. Stepsister too. Did anybody see that? He came out with a movie once. I was always intrigued, but I never watched it. It was called like Haunting something. Did you ever watch that?
I don't think so. What's it? What was it?
It was a
called?
movie. I don't know. People in the chat might remember. I remember when it was like, it looked like it was a very kid-friendly movie, but I remember when I saw it as like even a teenager at the store on DVD, I was like, R.L. Stein, like, all right, it looks cool, but I never checked it out. It looked a little kiddish, so I didn't end up watching it.
No, I don't know.
Oh yeah, The Haunting Hour it was called.
The Haunting Hour?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I should have just kept all these on the table. Okay.
No, it's better when you dig for them. Uh-oh. Now someone's frozen. It's either me or Melly.
Huh?
Am I frozen? You just froze for a second.
I did?
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's all good. You're back.
Is this one?
What are these ones now? What is that?
I don't know.
What does it say on it? Say cheese?
Switched.
Oh. I just like fucking made something up.
That's Goosebumps. Say cheese and die.
Oh, that's right. Look at that sweet looking.
Oh, wait, I do have this one. Is this the one you had? Fear Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Marley? Thanks for being here. We're talking a little Fear Street, showing some books, talking the movies. Thanks for being here.
Oh, here's another one of their little offshoots. Fear Street Sagas.
Oh, I have some of those over here. It's like weird though, right? Yeah, like look at these ones I have right here. This looks like so non-interesting to me. I'm like, why do I have
non-interesting?
Yeah, like look at this one. It's called The Betrayal. Like this looks not that doesn't look interesting at all.
Oh, I have that one.
That looks like I don't know. I must have just been like super bored. And this one's called The Secret. Like this one, like that doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I have that one too. Is this the other one? New Fear?
Oh, I just ripped it. Damn it.
Oh my god, be careful.
Just fell apart in my hand. Remember these things, dude?
Truth or Dare?
No. Yes. I like Truth or Dare. That's a sweet cover.
The Dare.
That's cool too.
I don't know. How many more of these do you want to see?
I don't know. You got a lot though, huh?
Yeah, I got a ton.
What kind of move is this? It's just like a fucking arm. Hopefully nobody chimes in right now on the street. I mean, what the hell's he doing? Talking just like it's a random arm. What the hell? It was kind of weird looking too.
Oh,
like
wait. I have two of these. You're in luck.
Wow. I just love that you don't know what you have and just keep buying the same old shit over and over again. That helps me out there.
I told you, like, I don't see these very often. So when I do, I just buy them all. But look at this one. Goodnight Kiss. Oh,
you're going to start
these
reading these.
Super chillers.
Wow. Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Damn near romance novels.
What you're gonna do a show talking about all your romance novels that you have.
These are supposed to be look, it says fucking Fear Street.
Maybe the chillers were for like you had to be like in high school to read them. Maybe that's like it's like for a little bit older. I don't know. Maybe.
Look where his hand is.
What's he doing down there?
Pervy boy. Yikes.
They'll do a Fear Street 5, I think.
Oh, here's another Fear Park. Here, look at that.
Oh wow, that's probably the part of that series, huh? Damn, you got all the hookups. Sleaze Fiend, what's up? He says Stein's net worth is estimated to be over 200 million. I'm sure he did make a killing off those books. Hell yeah, everybody I knew in school had them.
That's creepy.
Oh yeah, wait, what is? Hold on a second. Stepsister. I have Stepsister 2. You have Stepsister
Stepsister
1. Ooh. I don't know about this. So Bionic says, did you know one of the actors went on live, told us about the cut chase scenes? It's on Reddit too. They ruined their own film, Sabotage. I don't know anything about this.
Wait, what?
Seems like maybe he's talking about the new Fear Street, that they cut scenes out. And he said they ruined their own film. Is that the story? If anybody knows, let me know.
They cut chase scenes like the,
I don't know. What's going on? What booze?
What?
No, Marley had these little guys. Look at this thing. Yes, no. Remember those things on Sesame Street? Come on.
I didn't watch Sesame Street.
What? And then Knight says, Marley, how did you get those booze? And then she writes back, what booze? Like BOZE. Oh, hell yeah. Mary's Stories was great. I have that full series right over here. Look at you. You got so many.
I know, but most of them are duplicates. Oh, look. Lucky you.
Holy mackerel. This is insane. So basically, you guys are just watching Mel showcase what she's going to send me. Which is nice.
What Garrett's getting for Christmas.
Yeah. High Tide. Look at that. Is that about like
that's funny.
Weed and stuff?
Oh, it's a super chiller.
Oh, that's why that's edgy. Drugs in that one. I
just buy super chillers from now on. Look how weird this one looks. Why does that look so weird? What is she doing?
I don't know, chilling in the woods. That's right. You didn't grow up with Fear Street. You grew up with Fear Street, not Sesame Street.
This is so true. I grew up on a different street.
No, there we go again. Oh, now I got a mic in the front. You got a hand. You're killing me. What's going on here? It's like 3D. There's microphones in my face. What is happening?
I had to reach really far. I don't have to.
I'm like, I wish you would have taken a picture of what that floor looked like before we started.
Well, they were all in nice little stacks, and then you made me go digging. So I
see attacking the microphone. Rorsch Raider. Yes, I have seen House of Long Shadows.
Okay. This is it. This is the last of them. Oh my god, this one's funny. Like, what is she doing?
What is in her hand? A cat?
Yeah.
She's gonna throw it out the window.
She looks so happy.
The Chiller series is kind of like Netflix and chill. Yeah, it's probably what it is. It's like that.
Like the original Netflix and chill.
Yeah, it was the Chiller series.
Okay.
Wow, we've got all these crazy people in the chat. Shitty Bill, dude. Like, wow, who are all these people in here?
What's up, Shitty Bill?
Shitty Bill wants to know if Honey I Shrunk the Kid gets a 4K. I don't know. Disney owns it, right? Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Why is this chat so wild tonight? Who are all these new people? Guys, hit the
love
like
it.
button and subscribe to the channels. Mine at Born to Be Rad, and go check out Mel at My Killer Podcast.
Welcome,
check out our other
thank
content.
you.
And go check out the Radpack Podcast. Ski Weekend. That looks
Look at
sick.
that little guy.
He's chilling. He's got a cool outfit on, no?
I love these poses. Look at this chick's pose.
I think I had that one in the other room. I didn't bring it over. Jamie Hart's ready to start booting people over here.
What?
Heck yeah. Look at that Raider. What a guy. Appreciate that, Rorschach. Creeped Out on Netflix is a great series of horror short. Oh, really? I never seen Creeped Out.
You get the one in the bag.
Woo woo. Why?
I
Because it's
love
faded?
that. That's what she's doing.
I know that could have been a good screenshot right there.
This is my Halloween costume.
Just the red sweater with you're gonna just stand like that.
I'm just gonna do this all night.
I don't know, Josh. I wish it would have, but I'm glad to kind of see this now. I think I would have liked these if they followed the books a little closer. And I know it's a different time, right? So I don't know if there's things in these books where you're like, yeah, they could never do this now. Or they could never say this now, you know?
Not at
But
all.
I do feel that I would just love it to stick more to the origin story.
I think the problem is the story was just maybe too simple. It was very much just like a one in the book. I don't want to say that, it's spoiler, but it was very much like a simpler story in the book opposed to the more complicated story that we got in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that was why they wanted to make it more interesting, is what I think maybe happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously too, it's probably, I don't know, like how, what was this? Was it an hour? Was it an hour and a half? I don't even know.
It was an hour and 20 minutes. It wasn't a very long movie.
But you wonder how much they can get with like a book about this size, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's why like with Stephen King books, you got Pet Sematary, which is like this thick, and you're going to make a movie out of it. They've got to cut some stuff out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they cut the good stuff out, right?
Well, I mean, honestly, Pet Sematary was, I read the book, I watched the movie. I feel like the movie was a good enough adaptation of the book. I don't get the hate for that.
Marley must have came in late, but they asked how we like the new Fair Street. I thought it was average, above average. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was bad, and I didn't love it. I was a prom king myself, so it's like I was trying to relate, to that, but it was hard. It was hard I was trying to think like if it was me in that situation, like what I would have done, But yeah, and I think you kind of felt the same way, right?
Yeah, I felt like it was entertaining enough. It gave me what I wanted from it. It didn't break any ground, but
I like them though. I'm hoping they do more of these, especially some of the ones we showcased. Like even just talking about the book, like on the back, you read some of these, subplots and plots, and it's like, wow, this would be a cool ass movie. And I hope they kind of do more of these.
Yeah, I hope they do this one. I want to see what's up with that cat.
What's interesting is you want to know about the cat?
Yep.
I'm looking at the back of this, and it's got the price tag on it when I bought it. But there's a place where I grew up called Ann and Hope. It doesn't exist anymore, but that was the name of a department store. But it says 24 on it. This couldn't have been 24 cents, right? There's no way.
24 cents?
Well, it says 24. That's all it says on the price tag. 24.
Does it say 0.24?
No, you can't see it, but like, it's not gonna be able to focus.
The camera's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good with that. But yeah, 24. That's weird. I don't know how much these
maybe.
Would have
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure at one point these were cheap as hell.
Mel, do you secretly hate cats?
No.
Oh, okay.
If I had to pick whether I was a cat or a dog person, I would say I'm more of a cat person.
You're more of a cat person, really?
Well, yeah, just because I don't want to have to like deal with the thing.
Oh, so you just want it to be
deals with itself.
You just want it to be around. The thing about the cats, though, I feel like they're so unpredictable. Like you could be cute and stuff, and all of a sudden you're like doing something, it just comes over and like claws you in the face for no reason. You're like, what the hell? Like I don't trust them. You don't find that?
No.
Did you ever have a cat growing up? What'd you have? Turkeys and shit, right?
I had pretty much all the animals.
All the things?
I had all the things. That's why now I have no things.
Listen to this. I think she might have said this on a Radpack episode. Maybe not. Maybe it was a members only.
Wait, what are you about to say right now?
Bro, I saw pictures, dude. She had a freaking pet raccoon or something, right?
I've had 2 in my life.
That is wild to me. It's in the house. It's like living with them, dude.
They were both rescues.
Rescue raccoons?
So,
that sounds like a Disney movie.
So my momster back when she was younger, she was like a vet tech assistant or whatever. So like she always had like this huge love for animals. So whenever she would see like a hurt animal, she would rescue it, bring it into the house, and then it would just become like a pet forever.
And like how long does a raccoon live?
I don't know, not very long.
Oh, they're not like living for ages then.
Like you don't have them for like 20 years or nothing.
Yeah,
like 10 years or something. Or less. I don't know. But the first one that they had, I was like super young. Like I barely remember it. But the second one they had, I was like a teenager. So I do remember that one.
People coming over like, I don't mind him. Like, what the hell? It's like wild animals in there. In the house.
Yeah,
like living.
Well, you don't let him around the thing.
Do you have like a little bed?
Yeah.
Where would he sleep?
He had his own room.
What?
Why are we talking about this?
I'm just curious. It's interesting to me. Well, Josh wants to know what the raccoon's name was.
So the first one's name was Coon Bob, and the second one's name was
Yuri. You can't say that on here.
Yuri.
Oh,
That's
Yuri.
what their names were. He was a raccoon.
I can't. We're getting kicked off. It's over.
He was a raccoon.
Stop it.
You asked.
We just lost like 6 watchers now. No.
Why?
Okay. He did. He slept in a car bed, had a CB radio, and talked to other raccoons. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Both of them were babies mauled by animals, and they were like kind of left for dead.
Until you guys
When
rescued them and saved them.
My momster found them. Yep. The second one has a really gruesome, like bring back to life story that I won't tell, but it was interesting.
Wow. And then the thing that it's crazy that they'd come in and just be like hanging around, you know, like, and they're not like freaking out, being in like people's homes and stuff.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You bring a raccoon in your house, it's probably going crazy. It's this is like kind of chilled out.
Well, it was like a baby. That's like all it really knew.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like they were both babies. So like they like got mauled by animals and left for dead. Then my mom found them, nursed them back to health, and then just kept them.
It's very interesting. I'm very intrigued by this lifestyle.
My mom's a weird lady, okay?
It's interesting for sure. I mean, again, but we're also from different areas, so maybe that's more normal there. I don't know. You know, there's.
I don't think so.
So we're talking R.L. Stine, pet raccoons, Stephen King. What else is going on in the chat? Say what's up. We got a bunch of people in here right now. A lot of new faces. A lot of new faces tonight. I don't know if people are interested in Fear Street or us
literally never gonna see these people again. I apologize in advance.
See, like we got Lopez in the house, Sleaze Fiend. What are your thoughts on the original Stepford Wives, 1975, and the fact that it's owned by a pharmaceutical company? What? I like the original Stepford Wives. I had no idea that this was a thing. It's owned by a pharmaceutical company, owning the rights and refusing to license it out for. Really? I had no idea.
I didn't know that either. That's wild.
I had no clue. Lopez in the house, and he's a big raccoon expert. He says they actually adapt to their environment. So.
That was nice. Well, we used to sit outside when we had like outside dogs. And if you sat there with like dog food in your hand like this long enough, one would just come, like a wild one. We used to come and just like eat the food out of your hand.
Who
like
did
they
this?
use their paws like human hands. They just come up and like then they just scurry away.
Wow, William had a pet deer. And his friend had a pet raccoon.
Well, see, it's not as unusual as you think.
Midnight is Space. Cool. I'm a big Happy Gilmore fan. Yes. If you're asking me if I'm going to get the 4K, I don't know yet, but I like the movie a lot. Are we related? No, not related.
Do we look like we're related?
I obviously she has not seen Cujo. No.
Me?
No. Yeah.
I've seen Cujo.
You just don't care about rabies then.
I guess not. You
Very
just won't let them bite you.
Now, where you went to school, I don't know if this was big like where you were from, but around this time where like these books were coming out, did you ever have like the Scholastic or Troll book orders that used to come through the schools?
Yeah, I used to order from them all the time. That's how I got my scary stories to tell in the dark.
Oh, all right, because that was definitely some of the ways I got some of these Fear Street books back then. Was during that. It was just an easy thing that like you get a bunch at once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, when those papers used to come through the classroom, and you were like, oh, I can't wait. Sometimes there'd be like video games, like computer games on it and stuff. And I used to go home
circle
and be like,
so many things in there,
100%.
and I'd get like none of them. I'd get like 2 things.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, can I just get this time? They're like, absolutely not. You got 2 books. That's it. Because back then did you notice that like they would never buy me games or video games? They hated that. It was only like for special occasions. But books they would buy me all day long because I think the idea that I would actually be reading was important. And we had to like every summer you had to read like X amount of books per summer to get credit for something, I guess. I don't know. So they used to, anytime I'm like, oh, I want to get this new R.L. Stine book, they'd be like, all right, let's go to the mall right now. Because like they liked the idea that I was reading instead of video games. Did you ever find anything like that out?
Well, yeah, and I think that's natural. I think most parents are like that.
We're finding a lot of interesting stuff in here. Jamie Hart. I try to make friends with the local squirrels. Are you kidding? Are you serious right now, or is this a joke of some kind? Because it sounds like a riddle or something. I try to make friends with the local squirrels, but they only love me for my peanut. Like that sounds like a joke to me.
No,
like
I think that's
funny
true. I
joke.
see people on Instagram. If you like slowly put peanuts out your window, the squirrels will like get more and more used to you all the time, and then eventually they'll start taking peanuts out of your hands. Like that's a thing. People do that.
Interesting.
Start feeding your squirrels.
You're gonna have to keep us updated on this squirrel feeding adventure. But yeah, the troll book orders would bomb. I'm sure everybody in the chat had those too. I mean, if you had the troll book orders come through your school, I'm sure everybody else in there did. She's dead serious. She feeds the squirrel.
We need to see videos of your squirrels.
Yeah, you got to record them. Just put like a little like tripod up while you're going after them with your handful of nuts. Shitty Bill feeds the squirrels too. What?
Yeah.
We are learning so much about people today. We're supposed to be talking about R.L. Stein. Now we're talking about feeding wild animals. Now Perry found out a squirrel that's name was Bing. You guys are out of control here. Now I'm the odd man out between all of y'all.
We had a sugar glider once. It's a flying squirrel.
What? Did you ever see it like jump with its little wings there?
Mm-hmm. Well, it didn't have wings. It's just its like arms and its back legs were attached by like skin in between.
Lopez feeds the raccoons dog food.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Do you still do that with the raccoons, or you just kind of leave them alone now?
I just kind of leave them alone now. There was one time a couple of years ago, I was sitting on the back deck and it was in the middle of the night, and one kind of like moseyed up to me and then like moseyed away.
Now, when one moseys up to you, what do you do? Like in where I'm from, if the thing moseys up to me, I'm like scurried in the house and locking the doors. What are you doing? You just sat there and let him come up to you?
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, this thing is gonna bite me and I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna go inside now.
I don't know. I just didn't move.
Oh
I feel like if you get scared and you like try and run away, it might chase you or something. I don't know. That's like my mindset. I just
Are they fast?
It just looked at me and then it just turned around and walked away. I don't know.
Are they quick?
Not really.
I don't know. Midnight in Space. I can't answer this because I've never read a Goosebumps book in my life, nor seen the show. I've seen the show like a couple episodes, but the only one I remember is the one with the puppet doll thing. Do you have any favorites, Mel?
Yeah, no, not the show.
But Sleaze Fiend, 100%, man. Like, did you guys have Pizza Hut book reward? Oh my god, that was the main reason I book it. Hell yeah, I still got my pin.
Of course you do.
I figured you'd be excited. Be like, what? Instead, you sit there, you like kind of like roll your eyes, like, what a loser. That's like what I just got there. They're gonna be like, what? Oh my god, that's awesome.
Of course you do.
Stupid pin with the stars on.
Do you still have your crown for being prom king too?
I lied. I wasn't prom king.
Stop.
I lied. I didn't even go to prom. So I lied.
What?
I didn't. No.
Why?
Because the girl was supposed to go with bailed on me like a week before, and then it wasn't like it is nowadays. If you didn't have a date, you didn't go. It's not like now where everybody goes with their friends and stuff. There was none of that.
But it was like a whole week before. You can rally a date in a week.
No, I couldn't. No, not back then. I looked like I was like 9. There was nobody going.
You could just go by yourself and sit by like the juice table.
Yeah, I would have looked like I would have looked just like what's his name there? Michael Hall or whatever. Anthony Michael Hall. I would have looked like him and like oh my god, I'm not 16 Candles, the other one. What's the other one with Molly Ringwald and him? You don't like Hughes movies, do you? It is 16 Candles. I'm thinking of Pretty Pink. I don't remember which one now, but I would have been like him, just hanging around the thing by myself.
Does he do that a lot in his movies? He just hangs around the thing by himself.
You don't watch Hughes movies?
I mean,
come on.
I have them on.
Holy mackerel! But those.
I wasn't like a big Molly Ringwald fan.
No, you weren't.
I was watching other things.
You were watching horror movies at like 4.
I was watching like Gleaming the Cube and shit like that. I wasn't watching Molly Ringwald.
Justice Gary, you have a great collection you got of Goosebumps. Yeah, so Goosebumps, like I said earlier, I was a little old when those came out, so I never had any, but I know they're collectible, and I like R.L. Stine, and I was at the thrift store, and I literally found about, I don't know, 40 books. So I snagged all of them because, again, if I tried to get 40 books of those on eBay, I was paying boatloads of money. So I pretty much almost have a full collection, and it was just off one thrift hit. So it was just random, and it was kind of a luck of the draw type thing. So as much as I have them, I've never read any of them. Are You Afraid of the Dark is one of my favorite shows. Yeah. Erie, Indiana was one of my favorite shows. It had like that Tupperware. I'll never forget that episode. You ever see that, Mel? Erie, Indiana was like a show that was like kind of like a kid's horror type show. And the first episode was about this family that lived next door. And this mom had like 2 twin boys. And this kid was like almost like a mystery. And he's sees these same kids in like a yearbook from like 40 years ago. And they were the same age. And then come to find out she was putting them in Tupperware at night to sleep. And then they were staying young. And like, being a little kid and seeing that for the first time, like it's stuck in my head ever since. Like I can't get that vision out of my head of them going in that Tupperware to sleep. It was like a big bed, and she would shut it and be like, tss, and they would be stuck in there. Pretty sick.
Interesting.
Pretty sick. Erie, Indiana had books. I didn't know that. That's the one everybody remembers. I think that was the first episode. I never seen Midnight Hour. Erie, Indiana, I wish to do, yeah.
Oh, wait, didn't they make a movie off that too? The Midnight Hour? They did, didn't they?
Is that the one that I think they did do a movie about that.
Yeah, they did do a movie on that, didn't they?
Oh, the DVD's out of print? I have that DVD set. I didn't realize you couldn't get any more. Yeah, I don't remember it, but I just remember Are You Afraid of the Dark had some great stories. So Mel, do you got anything?
Go back and rewatch that.
What, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to find it. There's got to be streaming somewhere.
I don't know.
A lot of people watched Elm Street pretty young. I didn't. I'm trying to think. The first Elm Street I think I'd ever seen was Freddy's Dead, I believe. It's probably the first one I'd ever seen.
God, I don't remember.
I just remember like the scene where he sticks the thing in the kid's hearing aid in his ear. That's stuck in my head. Wow, Blu-ray Addict, you are young, man. He watched Devil's Rejects and Hustle when he was 7. When those movies came out, I was like out of school. I was like done college at that point. Holy shit.
Dang.
I'm an old man.
Yes, you are.
God.
Eek. Me and my young self over here.
The Tale of the Midnight Madness is streaming on Paramount Plus. Now, is it just like, do they just have random episodes sporadically? I bought a new box set of like new Are You Afraid of the Dark's episodes, but I haven't watched any of them yet. Oh, wow. Are You Afraid of the Dark is a 24/7 live stream on YouTube. What?
What?
It's crazy because listen to this. When I first got on YouTube, I started a series with my brother called Are You Afraid of the Dark Revisited? And like we would watch the movie and do like a live commentary over it. And we tried everything where you see the movie in the corner, you see it, and then you see it and we're in front of it. Like we tried so much editing, and only one episode made it through. And every other episode we did, it blocked it from the United States. So I couldn't even put it on. So we have like 5 episodes in the can, and literally one is available to watch on YouTube. The rest were all blocked. So it was crazy. We recorded 5 episodes, edited them, and then we just couldn't put them up. So there is one, if you're ever interested on it. I think we might have did Nightly Neighbors, but there's one that passed through, and we just do a live commentary over it. But yeah, that's a good way to watch it if you can get it on YouTube, which is surprising that they let it on there, unless it's Nickelodeon doing it or something like that. Shout streams it. Interesting.
Hmm.
I did not know that. I wonder what the quality is because I have a DVD box set. It's like a bootleg box set because they never really had many official releases, but I'm curious what the YouTube stream looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Shout's doing it. It probably looks good.
So Mel,
What?
what do you got going on over that channel of yours over there? You've been putting up some vids, dude.
I put up a couple recently. Go check them out.
Like, what is it?
Mindless dribble.
What? Are you showcasing your movie room?
I just recently put up a collecting physical media video and collecting VHS video. If anybody's interested in that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Been dicking off in the movie room a lot lately. If you're a member of the channel.
Really really selling those memberships over there, aren't you?
People seem to like those videos. I don't know.
I guess. I suppose. You can find us over on the Radpack Podcast YouTube channel as well. So if you're not subscribed over there, go check it out for more content from Melski and I. And then at my channel, I posted some gateway horror stuff this week. And I posted a video about me getting scammed this week. So I don't know if you guys checked those videos out. Well, you want me to use? I'm
What
gonna
did
send
you
you.
do with that little thing?
I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh no!
You can put it around one of those little shelves back there. Fill it with some.
That
it with all the
thing's
things.
epic now. You have to keep it and showcase that.
No, it's coming to you for Christmas.
Shit.
You could just put like little trinkets in there or something.
Trinkets.
Yeah, trinkets.
Oh.
But gang, thank you guys all for hanging around. We talked a lot of Fear Street. We talked Stephen King. We talked raccoons, feeding squirrels, and obviously we talked about and showcased the R.L. Stine books and talked all about the new movies from Fear Street, which you can find on Netflix now. We told you what we thought of the new one, Prom Queen. And we give you a little ranking of all the movies on that from that series. And I hope that they kind of continue to do more. I like the idea of it. And I think, Mel, you said the same, right?
Yeah. I'd like to see more for sure.
But guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Go check out Mel over at My Killer Podcast. Go check out the Radpack Podcast. Hit that like button before you leave. Check out all the older videos that we have on the channel if you're into anything movies, nostalgia, and collecting. This is Garrett from Born to Be Rad. And like always, Mel, thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Stay rad.